Hi, Ingutu here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. If you're new here, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end and you give us a like, a big thumbs up. Drop us a comment. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching us from. What are you also under lockdown where you are? Also make sure you press the big red button and the bell next to it so you can get a notification the next time I post a video. So I wasn't really going to post this video, but I mean it would be like really tone deaf of me to ignore what's going on. If you don't know, I live in the north of Spain, and Spain has had a nationwide lockdown now for a couple of weeks. Here in the north of Spain, in Bilbao, we are in our second week now, and schools shut down. Everyone has to be home, I mean, except for a few people whose companies are still thinking about it. They're not sure. And I guess the big worry for companies is, you know, they're thinking about production costs. They're going to have to still pay people if even if they're not producing as they would be normally. I mean, I'm at home, I work from home, so that hasn't been a very big change for me. I mean, the only thing is that I'm not doing as much work as I would normally. Like I said, my toddler is at home with me. So if my toddler is at home with me, it's like a whole day thing where I have to look after the child, make sure the child has what it needs, etc. It's not just, you know, yeah, okay, there's my child, I'm over here, I can continue with my daily activities. No, it's not really feasible for me. That's the big change for me. But other than that, I mean, I pretty much like I said, I work from home. Something else, I don't really have that much of a social life. So the restaurants being closed, the coffee shops being closed, and all other social activities isn't really of a big impact to me. I mean, I do most of what I need to do indoors. Occasionally I would go out with my partner or go out and meet family members, but other than that, it pretty much is like business as usual for me. My gym subscription just ended at the beginning of the month, so I started again to work out from home. So I'm working out from home. The only thing, I think I've already talked about this, is how it's kind of just difficult to find time to sit and do work. So I'm going back to what I used to do before my toddler went to daycare when he was much smaller. I used to try and get up a little bit earlier and then stay up a little bit later to do some work if I can. But other than that, pretty much all the same. My partner goes and he does our grocery runs because I think it's practical. He's going to work, so on his way back from work or just before work, he will go get some groceries. But our son and I are staying indoors, and that's what we are being asked to do, to stay at home and not go out unnecessarily. Yes, it's difficult because, you know, a toddler, even adults, we need to be outside, we need fresh air, we need to be able to stretch our legs, a little bit of sunshine. So on that front, being indoors with a toddler, and how do you explain to a child how you can't go out and play in the play park? I mean, they've done something. I will probably include a photo. There's a play park just right outside, well, a play park, a little one right outside this window where I'm filming, and I'll include a photo. I mean, they've put like security tape, like the red and white one, you know, just to show that it's closed off. So, you know, our son has seen that, and he sees that it's closed off, and we told him, oh yeah, there's like a bug that will bite you, or an insect or something. I mean, it sounds better in Spanish. I'm trying to translate it. My partner told our son, hay un bicho que hace pupa. a bug or an insect that will bite you or that could hurt you. That's the best explanation we could give to a 3-year-old. But other than that, our child is pretty oblivious. I mean, also one other thing, I mean, it's not all negative. One other thing I think even we've noticed it as parents is that our child is really, really happy to have both of his parents at home, because most of the time it would either be he would be with me or he would be out and about with his dad because I needed to do XYZ. So to have us both at home more than he would is a big plus. He's really, really happy. Yeah, and we have dance parties. We're trying to play with toys, draw, paint. We're doing Skype call. I mean, not Skype, but WhatsApp calls with family. And yeah, watching favorite cartoons. Some are new, we didn't know about. Like one of his favorites right now is Timmy, Playtime with Timmy. I'll put a photo here. That's one of his favorites. What else we have? Dance parties. You know, like there's a playlist of songs that we must play in a specific order, and then we all get up and dance. And I continue to do my workouts from home. You know, we're not hoarding anything. We're not bulk buying. We haven't done that because, I mean, we can go. There are no restrictions to go into the supermarket. You just go, you respect the distances between yourself and other customers. You have to queue up and go in. You know, they will only let a certain amount of people into the supermarket so that people, you know, have space. And yeah, I mean, you watching the news isn't something that I'm really doing. I mean, today's Wednesday, so yesterday, for the first time in the whole time that we've been indoors, I tried to look at some of the news, a bit of international news on Sky News, and then later Euro News Live, and then the national broadcaster, the Spanish national broadcaster. And if I can't imagine myself sitting and listening to the news, you know, like 24/7, because it's pretty grim. If you look at if you listen to the numbers and they keep repeating the numbers to you. But the little news that I've caught, obviously, yes, Italy in Europe remains the epicenter, followed by Spain. The death toll keeps rising. And yeah, we're indoors because, you know, health authorities are hoping that, you know, there's the rise in infections drops. Then what other thing? The UN just put out a statement how they're trying to meet later this week so they can decide on a way forward, a concise, comprehensive plan to tackle this, which is great. But it just sounded to me like they're saying, yeah, okay, we deal with it at the European level. You know, the EU gives 1 billion euros every year or something like this to aid endeavors, and you know, some of the countries that really need it are in Europe, and then sort out the problem in Europe and then the rest of the world, you know. But yeah, I'm rambling. But anyways, I just wanted to say how life for me hasn't really changed that much. Yes, my son is at home. I'm happy about that. We're spending time together. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update. How about you? Where you are? What's it like? When did the lockdown happen? How are you dealing with it? So I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what my day is like. I mean, you won't see any footage. I'm not filming because I don't want my son in these videos, and he's with me all the time, except now because I've taken advantage because he took a nap. And so I said, okay, while he's taking a nap, let me try and film this. So we will get up, we will have breakfast, we will watch a little bit of some of his favorite TV shows. We'll then move our activity to either a game, building blocks, or coloring, or drawing. We have a little mini dance party in the morning because, you know, they're like 3-4 songs that he really likes. If you want to know what they are, just comment below, and I will reply, and I'll make the little list. It's like 4 songs, and you have to play, and I have to play them in the exact same order, and it's so funny to just watch him try to dance to these songs. What else? And then lunchtime comes along, he goes off, has his nap, which is like 2 hours on a good day, if we're lucky. It gets up, snack time, and then we start the process all over again. A bit of board games, you know, another dance party, and so on. I mean, it's repetitive, but the good thing is, you know, right now having a routine is not a bad thing. Sometimes it works out that none of these things, we get to do any of these things. I mean, there are days, you know, depending, if he's like really excited, oh, mom and dad are home and we're doing ABCD, so he might sleep later than he would. But then since we're not going anywhere the following day, I don't care. He can sleep late, he can sleep later than usual and wake up later than usual. We're not rushing to go anywhere. We can't go anywhere. And yeah, as a family, we're just trying to respect the stay home. You know, it is worrying because, you know, such a long period of no contact, our child not having contact with other children. Yeah, but anyways, we will hopefully, you know, he can go out in time, but I just have a feeling like this is going to take a while till things normalize. So yeah, that's just, I mean, I know I've rambled and I've said stuff. Oh my god, editing this is going to be really interesting, but just let me know how things your end are. How are you doing? So anyways, that's it for me. I think I've rambled enough. I'll see you in my next quarantine, or I'll see you in my lockdown life update video. I can't even decide on what to call this, but anyways, thanks for stopping by. See you in the next video. Bye.